of the BetMGM Premier League. You know how it goes by now. We start with the quarterfinals. Here's the lineup for you. Fresh from picking up a fifth big TV title in the space of just 10 months, Luke Littler arrives for a quarter-final clash with Hollywood Chris Dobie. Then, to a repeat of their semi-final last week, Rob Cross once again goes head-to-head with the league leader, Luke Humphries. Well, the weeks are ticking by. Can Stephen Bunting get himself off the foot of the table? He faces Nathan Aspinall in our last quarter-final. But what a way to start the night. Third versus fourth in the table. Gerwyn Price meets mighty Michael van Gerwen with just 1 point between them. Well, it is rivalries renewed. Price versus van Gerwen.
These are the best two players in the world of darts at the moment.
Big roar from Gerwyn Price. Look at the snap.
The Iceman cometh.
Oh, wow!
Back in business, the Green Machine.
This is ridiculous, I tell you.
You've joined us live on Sky Sports from the Brighton Centre. And this is the BetMGM Premier League, all brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands joining us live and the millions joining us around the world, it's time to meet the players. A three-time Grand Slam champion, the winner of the World Grand Prix, a Premier League finalist, ladies and gentlemen, a two-time World Cup champion and the former champion of the world, the Iceman, Gerwyn. The winner of a 157 PDC title worldwide, a seven-time Premier League champion, and a three-time champion of the world.
Versus Michael van Gerwen, third versus fourth to get things underway tonight. Well, it is Price who is the player who's slightly better off, 1 place and 1 point above MBG heading into this one. Price with a weekly win to his name as well. That was a couple of weeks ago in Dublin. Went out at this stage last week, though. It was defeat to Luke Humphries in the quarterfinals. So how will he fare here against that man no night wins for Michael van Gerwen yet. And last week, well, that was the first week, he didn't get a quarter-final win. Lost his opener to Rob Cross. That was in a last leg decider. So Van Gerwen also looking to get back to winning ways in the Premier League. And generally, I suppose, Van Gerwen went out in the 5th round of the UK Open on the weekend. Price exited a stage before that. So who prevails in this one then? For the first time tonight, let's head to comms. And good evening to Mark Webster and Rod Studd.
Evening, Emma. Evening, everyone. Well, big game here to start proceedings in Brighton, and no mistake in the context of the push for playoff places. If you consider that Humphries and Littler look nailed on for a spot at the O2 at the end of the season, then there's just 2 spots remaining, and these 2 players are currently sat in a seat. Will they still be there when the music stops at the end of 16 regular season rounds? And this is an important game as they push for those places. 3rd v 4th, Price just above Van Gerwen at the moment. Van Gerwen a fractional favourite with odds makers. And we're in the company here of a man who looks like he's in no mood to take any nonsense. It's Mark Webster. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening, Rod. Yeah, really important game for both players. Will have been disappointed with how things went in Exeter last week. Didn't do great at the UK Open either. Gerwyn Price losing out to Connor Scott. Michael van Gerwen makes him disappointed against Robert Owen, and was awful on the doubles early doors in that match, and it cost him. So both looking for a marked improvement just to consolidate their. Beat him in this opening quarter-final.
Well, you say that, Mark, but I don't get the feeling or the sense that Michael van Gerwen is a man to be satiated by a mere 2 points a week in the Premier League. He wants to win nights, he wants to win competitions. Even if it's a nightly Premier League night, he can still trouser £10,000 as he leaves Brighton.
Yeah, he's not
here and there won't satisfy him.
Yeah, no, he's not a point stotter, is he? But he'd have been.
There's a lot of players in post-match interview who say, yeah, just happy to make the top 4 to go to the playoffs. I don't think the likes of Van Gerwen, Humphries and Littler think like that. They want to be the daddy of darts. That's how they operate. And Price here has left 47 after a dozen darts for a 14-dart possibility for 1 each. Tops the target for the Iceman. Well, 75 left. We've been down this road before for Price. Can Van Gerwen do better?
Yeah, well, Gerwyn Price didn't stay straight. Well, that is more like it from Van Gerwen. Stuttered on the doubles in the opening leg. Clinical there, 14-dart, breaker throw, bit of daylight.
Well, Mark, Van Gerwen missed his first 7 attempts at a double. Price just missed his first 3.
59.
Last meeting was in a Players' Championship towards the end of last year. The final, Michael van Gerwen won that 8-4. Took Gerwyn Price a long time to get to grips with beating Michael van Gerwen. Couldn't get a victory against him in his first 16 attempts. There was a couple of draws in there. Generally, Van Gerwen gets the better of Gerwyn Price.
I think if I'm right, Mark, the dam burst in a semi-final at the Grand Slam of Darts, didn't it? For Gerwyn. And then he found the knack of beating him much more often. And surprising that they've not met in the Premier League so far this season. They have met 13 times in best of 11 leg darts matches in the Prem in this format. Price with a 7-6 advantage. They did meet in that final in 23 at the O2 when Price went off favourite and Van Gerwen demolished him. 3 times they've met in big finals. That Premier League final in 23, the year before the match play, Van Gerwen won. 2 years before that, 2020 at the UK, Van Gerwen won.
57.
The match play final was another one where Gerwyn Price went off a favourite, and Michael van Gerwen chased, didn't he? And finally got the better of Price, and he's getting the better of Gerwyn Price here now. That's 3 without reply. An ominous sign for Gerwyn Price. Michael van Gerwen is getting it right on the outer ring.
Missed the first 7,
135.
but has hit the next 3. And Price now in a pickle. 3 behind. early doors. And Van Gerwen with the throw in the odd-numbered leg. So Price has got all manner of problems here.
Van Gerwen averaging 90.5. That's generally down to that 21 dart opening leg. From there on in, it's been good for Michael. And already, Price has got a lot of work to do here. I mentioned Luke Humphries won the night in Brighton last year with a dominant display. Averaged up towards 107 for the night. Well, Price bettered it the year before. He won the night, averaging close to 108. So he has got fond memories of this venue in Brighton, Gerwyn, but it's not going to plan so far here.
You acquire 167.
Not on now. When the Premier League started in 2005, this Brighton venue was one of the biggest on the circuit. Now it's one of the most intimate. Oh, yes. What a set-up shot from MVG. Will it matter? Double 8. You feel he's got to hit it. He has hit it. 14-dart leg for the Welshman, and an important one too on the board.
Spot on, Rod. He had to hit it. Of course, you can recover from 4-0 down. But in a race to 6, a mountain to climb. Strange one with Van Gerwen in terms of the Premier League and the way he's playing. The Premier League, you're thinking he's got 6 points, hasn't won a night. Price finds the first 180. You'd think there'd be like a glaring sort of glitching in some of his stats. He's averaging around at 99 for the tournament. It's just because the two Lukes have been so consistent. It's kind of overshadowing what he's played some actually pretty good stuff at times.
Can he lead 41 here? Oh, yes, he can. Well, we saw a 14-dart leg from the Iceman. Now we could see an 11, and that would haul him back to within a single leg. Turn up the heat on the green machine. Tops the target. Number 10.
21.
Well, at this level, you cannot afford to miss multiple darts at double.
He's not just missed there, though, has he? He was towards the wrong double. Will he be made to pay? This for 4-1. This is big. Misses the opportunity. Another chance for Gerwyn Price to get that break back. Missed a couple already. Now he's chasing up to double 5. Got to be careful. That looks inviting. Great guide for Price, but he doesn't use it. 5 to get back within 1.
So for 4-1. And Michael Van Gerwen in no mood to faff around on double 8 and extends the advantage, and Price punished for profligacy on the outer ring.
81.
Price is going to do well to regroup here. It's all well and good saying, dust yourself down, forget about the previous leg. That was a tough leg to lose. A couple of 180s, potential 11-dart leg, and allows the opponent to go out in 17 darts in the end. It means Van Gerwen just a couple of legs away from getting himself up to 8 points. Back up to 3rd in the league, with the winner of Luke Littler and Chris Dobie awaiting in the semi-final.
Well, Price has a tremendous record against Luke the Nuke, but that won't matter much if he doesn't get past. Gerwyn, remember, missed his first 7, but has hit 4 out of the next 6 to lead 4-1. Double 18, and another miss, but 2 in hand. And he can't afford to miss with this one, can he? Well, last dart in hand. The slightest smile from the Welshman.
He's trying to enjoy himself. He didn't even use the markers there, Gerwyn Price. He went to the bottom corner, but he needs breaks, and he needs them quickly, and that ain't going to help his cause. Van Gerwen just 2 legs away. And Price, if he's going to turn his around, he's going to have to break the Van Gerwen throw twice.
100. $59. 44.
Well, he's going to need to produce some real fireworks here, Gerwyn Price, or rely on Van Gerwen's doubling, disappearing off a cliff again.
134.
Just by getting over the line in that opening leg, I think he just relaxed Michael. And particularly leg 5, where Gerwyn Price let slip from his grasp.
Yeah, in the final analysis, Mark, that first leg could prove to be very important.
96.
They don't win or lose match in the first leg, but they can set the tone, can't they? And for Michael, he'll just felt an element of relief, even just after one leg.
Double 16 for an impressive 13 darter for MVG and a 5-2 lead. Double 8. And Van Gerwen moves to the brink of a semi-final spot in Brighton.
Price now needs 4 on the trot. And everything stacks up against him. The average is better for Michael. The finishing stats are better for Michael. There's 180s in favour of Gerwyn Price, but there's been 174s, 171s for Michael. And from here, just got to keep things steady, and he'll get himself a couple of crucial points minimum and get himself into the semi-finals, which he missed out on last week with some carelessness in a decided leg against Rob Cross.
$134.
Price has not been able really to back up the big win in Dublin from a couple of weeks ago. Got the full haul of 5 points there, but as Mark has alluded to during the match, you need to be picking up the odd 2s and 3s too.
123.
You can get yourself a nightly win, and like I said, some semi-finals. It'll account for some weeks where you lose in the quarter-finals, and that will happen. For Price, 2 weeks ago, winning in Dublin, all looked rosy. Since then, lost his first game in Exeter, exited in his first match at Minehead, and could be on the brink of defeat here now.
Can't find the green bit.
39.
And so Price to stay afloat. Tops it is, with Van Gerwen waiting on a 2-dart combo. And here's the chance to punish Price and send him packing. 69 the target for MVG.
To wrap things up for the match for Van Gerwen, and a match start. It's come and gone.
Double 10. And this has been the story of this darts match. Finally finds a finish. He's missed 14 darts at double, Gerwyn Price, but he's hit 3. He's 5-3 down. He wanted 4 on the trot. He now needs 3 on the trot.
140.
Big last start, just to get away with a 2 treble visit. You saw like a little nod of the head from Michael. He enjoyed that 140. He doesn't want any drama here now. He got his break. He's defended it pretty well. And now it's a case of just being steady and he's home and hosed. And that will encourage him even further. Crowd trying to G up Gerwyn Price, but it's out of his hands now.
57.
Oh, he piles in a maxi to keep the flame flickering. I'll tell you what, if he breaks here, then he's got the chance to hold, to send it into a shootout, 11th and final leg.
Think about his counting here now. Well, he was.
82.
And that will frustrate him even more.
164.
He's still in the picture here. The setup isn't good, but it's... Oh, look at this from Michael. Brilliant setup play. Gerwyn Price has just got to hit and hope. But Van Gerwen is waiting in the background, 3 in hand to win our opening quarter-final here in Brighton.
Van Gerwen can hardly get to the hockey quick enough here because he knows he's 1 dart away. And he's in the semi-final. Van Gerwen disposes of Gerwyn Price, who missed far too many darts at double. MVG led from the get-go and just navigated his way through to get home by 6 legs to 3.